Ho ho buddies, want to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing Master Detective Archives Raincode Plus. We're in our second mystery labyrinth. And we've just discovered that the rope ladder was the way that the culprit, the nail man, escaped from the clock tower. Even though we pretty much knew that already, didn't we? Let's carry on. So you climb down here.
Case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now.
It was in the church's incinerator.
The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you
Make your own at home.
used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it.
I feel like they could have hidden some of these clues. I kind of guessed that straight from the beginning.
A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Maybe too clear. Maybe it didn't happen at all.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom...
Oh, very clever.
It would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
That's the Sherlock Holmes shit we want.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
But would the how long did it take for them to fall though? And could the culprit have known that that was going to fall at that time? Bit risky. Get your ladder stuck in the shutters.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props. To me for training you!
Oh, he's back.
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it?
He's back!
That doesn't change our verdict at all. The watchmaker is the culprit.
It'd be funny if the watchmaker was the culprit.
Master, boom kill the mystery phantom blocking your path!
Yeah.
Okay, how do we do this again? Okay. Clock tower, fear of heights. Clock tower, door key.
These deductions of yours
How do I move?
are unnecessary.
Like that.
It's clear who the culprit is.
Okay.
The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Right, the door in the clock tower was locked. Ah, okay, probably this, right?
The watchmaker was also at the scene.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. I need to relearn how you do it.
And he had a hammer for the nails.
Slash noise. Oh,
In other words, he committed the crime. After
slash noise with B.
the crime.
Oops.
Just as you deduced, he created that locked room. And escaped via the rope ladder.
No, he has a fear of heights.
The watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
I mean, I pretty much knew how this was done, but I don't know how the others are done. At least I don't think so.
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
She's always been like that. That's why we love her.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Helara.
Oh yeah, that's right. Helara's here because of the effects of coalescence that let her share her power with me. It means that she gets to witness all of this as well.
So, nope. You can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Assuming the watchmaker
Moving on.
isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I do. Halara, during the
It was you!
you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now.
Because the rope was found at the church.
That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Wait, you're tooting your own horn?
Okay. So we're going this way, are we? Hiya.
I see.
Oh, okay. I see. You solve mysteries like this to progress your way through the labyrinth.
Wow!
You catch on quick, Halara. I'm only now getting the hang of things. It may look peculiar at first, but the structure is exceedingly logical. It's easy to understand. That's amazing, Halara. What have you got to say?
You know,
I wonder what lies ahead.
Well,
There's always a chest at the end of a labyrinth. I'm sure you'll find some treasure. I'd rather get information about the case than treasure. Alright.
hey, a treasure chest. Can I open it?
Well, you're gonna do it anyway.
A new solution key.
Only clergy members have access to the incinerator.
we're back to the original spot.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit, which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the mystery labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so
Fucking
impressed,
burn.
why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't you?
There's quite a wind blowing. Blow my cape right up.
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
Let's see.
I can choose whatever I want. In that case... So we freed this one from the tree. That's cool. I want to just experiment with this and just pick to number 2 and see if it lets me do that.
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion.
That's right.
The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the second locked room?
Sure. Plunk.
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other Nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room or we're not leaving.
I'll try.
Get that? Where did the culprit flee from?
The door was locked when the corpse was found. And the only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape. And the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit escape?
Was this
from here?
above the door? Okay, let's find somewhere. I think it was here. Uh-oh. Oh, really? Not there.
It's too small for someone to pass through here.
That's the vent. Right, okay. Okay, I'm catching up now.
Yes, and it looks like the bars are screwed shut from the inside, so they can't be removed.
So where then?
You can't escape through there.
Oh. Just through the door. Just went through the door.
Here!
They just went out the door.
This has to be the spot. To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under
It's a
the
classic
corpse, right?
locked room mystery. Usually it's the actual door itself.
After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Most locked room mysteries are like tricks, aren't they? It's not actually the case that there was a locked room mystery. It's just one piece of information that you didn't have.
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Sure. After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still
Feed it
have
through the
no
vent?
idea.
Hold on, let me think this over.
Right? Use some kind of string.
Looks like we're locked out.
Oh,
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery.
I watched Made in Abyss, the anime recently. My god, that's so dark. You should check it out. It's a good anime. But if you're not up for like incredibly dark stories, maybe give it a miss. But I highly recommend it. Like if you like anime like Attack on Titan, or what else we got? I guess it's kind of a mix of Attack on Titan and like Hunter x Hunter maybe? It's pretty good. You should check it out.
You can do it, can't you?
That's today's recommendation.
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
Because of the culprit. Thrown in.
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here...
I mean, is that likely though?
It stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse. I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
She should be the protagonist. Like, she's clearly very smart.
You haven't?
She's had her memories wiped and she's solved it twice, essentially.
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain
It was moved. It was taken off the wall, wasn't it?
But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
Oh,
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
here we go.
At least give
How was
me
the corpse
a
moved?
first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but
Evidence was left at the scene.
Yeah, wasn't there string or something, or like thread?
huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Multiple choice.
Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Oh, it's one of these. Okay, cool. These are fun, if a little weird. Doll with eyes gouged out. Oh,
Are you ready to play the Shinigami puzzle?
the culprit used a something to move the body. Right, grab soul key.
Tick tock, tick tock.
What do I do with this?
That's not it.
What do I do with it? I can't remember. Nope.
You're wrong.
Uh-oh. Mansion, victim's neck. I grabbed it.
You can do it, Master.
And I ate it! Okay, hang on. Doll with eyes gouged out.
That's not
Nope. Okay, we're in trouble.
it.
Okay, it's an S. String! String!
Great.
Oh, god damn it, it's string! I was looking for a rope. Do it again. Oh, you kidding me? I gotta start from here. Okay. Okay. Quick pause here. Alright, and we're back. Welcome back. Now we're gonna put string here. I don't know what you do with those keys, though. Are you supposed to put those keys? Okay, it's string. Shinigami puzzle.
Let's work together as a team.
Oh, god damn it. Where's that T? Bang.
Go, go, go. Keep that up. That's right.
String! We did it. One for the Gooners, I guess.
there was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You really think a tiny string could move a whole corpse?
No, but it could move a key.
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor, which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how?
They weren't all fixed in place though, were they? I think some of them weren't, so maybe the body could have been rotated onto it, maybe?
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole time? Huh? The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Master, let's take him down first!
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's getting annoying. Doing a stupid megaphone. Doll with eyes gouged out. Something to do with that, right? Bloodstain on corpse. Ah! The bloodstain would not look like this if the corpse was lying face up. The blood from the nails driven into the upper and lower body is flowing in different directions. Key to the mansion study. There were no copies of this master key. Was found underneath the body. Yeah, I think it was swiped onto it. Yeah, so maybe this is going to be useful.
Deduction is wrong.
Ah.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
Oh. Okay, that was wrong.
Say,
But the body we saw through post-cognition was fixed in place. I don't think you can refute this statement. That said, those bloodstains sure are suspicious. How did they end up like that?
Except...
If the corpse had always been on its back, tracks like this wouldn't have been made. Wouldn't that be some kind of proof then? Let's take a closer look at what that guy said.
Your
Okay.
deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Yes, it does.
I'll slash through this mystery!
Jacques Hughes! I haven't said that in a while.
No, there was evidence the body had been moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual blood stains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
Oh, okay, so does that mean that Seth put the body on the key? Third-party intervention. Or no? What's the string got to do with it then?
What? What's this?
I don't know why this surprises you. Yuma.
we gotta hurry and get through that door!
With all the crazy things that have happened, this is quite normal.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor. It couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pin body moved?
Fine
That
string
bizarre
being
bloodstain
used is a
holds
very
the clue to
classic
all of
detective
this.
thing, isn't it?
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door! It's getting further away!
It actually looks like it's closer. Shinigami, so shut up.
Hey, wait!
I won't let you.
What position was the corpse in before it was moved? Upper body sitting up? Yes? Yes! The upper body was sitting up.
That's right! The corpse was sitting up at first.
It was in a chair.
That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
What was used to sit the body upright? Thin string, a wall, a cardboard box. Thin string? That was used to pull the body up. Oh!
String I mentioned
It was tied to the doll.
sturdy.
Is that possible? Is that what it was?
It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place.
Insane.
That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
What was the corpse lying on its back at the time of the discovery? Why was it? The string was retrieved. The string was cut. The string was retrieved? How would it have been cut?
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
It appears
Fuck
this
you,
locked
Seth.
room mystery will finally be solved.
We did it. 2 out of 4.
Huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
You gotta think like the culprit, Master.
Alright. Is this new? Think about how the culprit created the locked room and follow the same steps to complete the room.
Blood place is suspicious.
Okay.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
Well, I've got to tie it to the culprit, don't I?
Maybe you got the order wrong.
Uh-oh.
Stay calm. Collect your thoughts. First, you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a sturdy spot where it can be easily retrieved later.
Where it can be retrieved. Hey, don't smack me. From the vent?
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
The doll?
That's it! It passed through a doll's eye. And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
Okay. And then to the body.
Right. The line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was...
Under the neck. Under the hips. Under the neck.
here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull a line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
Okay, then it was put back to the vent.
Now, to return the line to the vent. This kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next...
It's a good job no one interrupted this scene. So what are you doing? Nothing. And then leaving.
The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key. And then...
Okay, it was thrown through the vent gap.
The key was thrown through the gap in the vent. If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then...
It's pretty cool, actually.
which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key.
It's very silly and very Agatha Christie, but it's still cool.
That's how the culprit created the locked room.
He was a magician.
Hey, you did it! That's my master!
Locked room complete. We're gonna go back to the trees.
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
Okay, let's open this chest to get another solution key. Oh, I see. The different locked room mysteries. Or is it the same one? Looks like the same one. Open up.
Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest. Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it? Which is me, of course.
I mean, you're fine to open it, I don't care. New key. Fishing line was used in the locked room mystery of the mansion study.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Another tree burned.
All right, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
Alright, we're going to find out what locked room we're going to try next time on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Master Detective Archives Raincode Plus, and I'll see you next time. Have a good evening. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.